passed out. I am a vampire. I'll bleed you out. Ba-boom! Ba-boom! Episode 2, Chapter 2, whichever one you want to call it, that's where we at. I believe the game calls it Act 2. That's okay. So let me explain real quick what happened last night. If you watched last night's stream, the first episode of Vampyr, the Vampyr finally here. At the end, after about, I think it was roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours, randomly got kicked out. And we got lucky. It was right at the end of Chapter 1. Stream shut down. All my internet shut down. I looked it up using my 4G LTE. But Comcast was doing maintenance in the area. So I lost internet. Answer the door. But I'm right where we left off. We just woke up, but this is Chapter 2.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
What the
Our
problem?
supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted.
Oh no.
I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Shit.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead.
She got an ugly ass face. Look at her.
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first.
Take me there,
Where
then.
is this morgue?
Let me see the dead people.
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The
Thank
abandoned
you.
morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you.
I got it. Don't even worry about it. I'm a motherfucking doctor. I'm a motherfucking doctor, vampire. How you doing? I'm fast as fuck, boy!
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
That would be very bad. Get off of me, you scout bitch! Fuck you! Ah, I can't shoot! Oh god! Fuck off of me! Ah, trying to kill me! I forgot I had my gun equipped, honestly. Reload this bitch. I feel like I should change that real quick. I don't want to waste my ammo before I absolutely need it, you know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck I was thinking yesterday. Let's bring back our steak. There we go. Hey! Ugly! Feed. Fuck. off of me! Ah! So delicious! Alright, let me heal up. Bam. What do you got? Smiling and loving couple. Few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Aww. I'm sorry. Citizen investigation. And displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with square that access your map to locate the area to explore. That sounds really cool, and I want to do that. Bring the wallet back to its owner. Which is that head over there, I suppose. Let's go do that first. Oops. Let me see if we get anything from this. Oh, excuse me. Just passing through here. Don't mind me! Holy shit! He's fucking me up! Bitch, I ain't dead yet! Ah, but I'm about to be! Eat him! Eat him! Get a little bit of health from this motherfucker. And we're gonna teleport back and fucking heal up. And we're gonna, you ever! Ah! Don't you ever fuck with me! Oh shit, I ran out of stamina. You're dead! Ah! We got lucky there. Blood sample. Can't go anywhere else here. You can just come up here apparently. Is there nothing else? Can I go up there? Alright, I wanna go find this man's. This is 58 meters away. Can't go through there. $57, $55. Oh, what's this? Influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home. Don't go outside. Outside's bad for you. Where did this man's go? I lost his face. Excuse me. I'm trying to find this man.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
Tippett.
I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
You know, it's alright.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Good man, good man.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
So we need to unlock these 2 hints here yet. Let's see if we can get some from, never mind. Can't get anything from there.
Goodbye,
So,
Dr. Tibbets.
that is it for now. Alright, where the fuck is this man with the wallet? Gotta figure out where that mission even went. I'm still learning how to navigate all this bullshit. Still untrack and then retrack. Maybe we'll pop. No. I guess I just roughly get the area. That's who we just talked to. That's Tippets. A bunch of people inside. Whose wallet is this? You maybe? You don't look so
Good
good.
evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss.
I feel like this is good to poke around,
I just
learn some
escaped
stuff.
death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I understand.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Huh.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Won't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing it too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Just curious. That's all. Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Mr. Elwood is not doing super great. Oh, hey, our homie woke up.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion make me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Interesting.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any
Ooh, this would be
particularly
good.
evil figures?
Not really.
Oh.
Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
You're a good man. I like you.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond
Jesus.
exhaustion.
Fuck, I have my window open and it's blowing my
William
curtain all
drank
over.
so much of my blood
Open
in
the
this
curtain.
madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Sir, I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but
He's a
notice the
priest.
cross
He's
around
a
your
saint.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and
Oh,
homeless of the docks.
never mind.
And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
So kinda. Oh
Are
yeah,
you
see, we're
a
gonna ask him
priest,
anyway.
Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just
Oh.
a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. It's locked.
It's here again. Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Trying to find this wallet, man. So many fucking people around here.
Good evening, Doctor.
It's good to get to know
we're going
people.
to be working together.
Learn their
Reed.
names and stuff.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Ooh.
I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Well, thank you.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're
What are
cautious
you
and
working
methodical,
on?
you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this
This
epidemic.
guy's doing some shady shit.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Very good.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take
It's definitely
time
good to like
converse with
learn
his
the
patient.
people around
think
us
keeping his
if we're gonna
distance
be
was a
here.
mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me, Mr. Fiddick,
About the real origin of his...
would he hide such crucial information from...
because of his own negligence.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm waiting.
Inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd.
Let us just say that I don't particularly share professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Hey, fuck you!
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please.
Presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees. But to test an unproven procedure.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr.
Yeah,
Ackroyd.
fuck
I
you!
only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Hey, fuck you!
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only...
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
You're a dick. Strickland again.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
You see,
Can I
since
be of
we
any
found
help?
out something. Nope. Here we go.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science. Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Whose fucking wallet is this? Oh. Can't figure out who the fucking owner is. Bring back the wallet to its owner. And I gotta go to the pharmacy too. So much to do. Oh, let me make sure that was still active. I'm still tracking it. For its owner, Milton. Look for Milton. "55 meters west." Yeah, he's just somewhere in the hospital. I don't know where. Looks like he might be... He could be in this whole fucking area. Just looking for a man named Milton. Let's go back out front.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me.
Hey! Is there a problem?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Wow.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Me too.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover.
Oops.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am
hunters.
a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here.
Oops.
It's only a
I
cover.
already asked that. I want to go there.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
We don't know who you are. Could you be the man I need?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Yes!
I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, good man.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin color that bothers you?
Not at all.
No.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not
About what?
everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Oh.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Curious. We got a shotgun. Some auto bullets, shotgun shells. Handle. This must be to build a gun. Aluminum powder, shard, grease. Screw. Interesting. Completed that one. And I was spying on her, and we gotta reach the pharmacy. Let me see where this is at. 184 meters that way. That's one that maybe we'll do when we're out and about more. I guess we'll keep up with the ones close by. 58 meters. This is another one where it's gonna be an animal. Those are hunters. To be the one spying. Gentlemen.
Crush the leech, boys! It's a leech! Get it! It's too fucking fast!
Vampire activity, hospital survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in Pembroke Hospital in the East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. They report directly back to us and we'll decide what action to take. Well, they dead now, so... on the local command post of the Guard of Truth. Let's do it then. God, he's strong. Oh my god, one bite and I had half health and he killed me? That is a strong spell. Holy fuck. It's the first time I died. Life and death, we are undead, my friend, and so we are outcasts. So I know I'm talking to a lot of people. This episode's been a little slow. We're talking to a lot of people, really getting our knowledge, figure stuff out. All right, let's try that again. Fuck that guy. Oh, I thought I had blood and I didn't. I was trying to use my claw on him. I fucked up. I didn't have blood. I ran up to him and I was like spamming R1 to use my claw. And I had no blood to do it. No energy. I need to sweep my floor, man. There's dog hair all over the damn place. I just swept it like not even a week ago. What a mess. While that loads, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Okay, let's fuck these guys up now. We're still learning, alright? We're still new. Leave me alone. Let's do this again, boy. Fuck! Great start. Look at that. Half health already. I have to bite him. No, I teleported away now. Fuck this. Gotta heal. What the fuck? This guy's so quick. I need to be more aggressive towards him. I'm worried about getting the blood off him right now. I need to focus more on just killing him. This time we got this. Loading times take so long. Fucking party, big boy. Let's do this again, huh? Fuck. I almost broke him down enough to get some of his blood. There we go. Oh, I teleported into a fucking barrel. Get on his ass. Oh, I teleported through him. This is so irritating. This guy has so much fucking strength. I need to level up, clearly. But I can beat him. I know I can. I'm trying to think if it's easier to go after the vampire hunters or him. Vampire hunters have less health, but there's 3 of them, and they have fire. But this guy's just a fucking tank. Heavy hitter. I gotta learn my timing too. I can hit triangle at just the right time and parry him, and then I'll break him faster. We haven't experimented much with the non-blocking thing either. Renders them defenseless. Am I able to feed on them if I use that? do it again. Come on then. Forgot that only lasts like 2 seconds. There it is. Bullshit! Teleport like right into his fucking hand. Come on. This is so irritating. I'm sorry for whoever's watching this. Watch me take forever. This has been a shit video, hasn't it? Spent the time walking around talking to people, and now I'm actually fighting. I'm losing every time. Maybe I should save that mission for another time. So we are going to headquarters of hunters. Maybe we should wait. Command post of the guard prison. I'll try this one more time, see if there's any other ways I can go. Something tells me I'm there. I think I'm there. No, we're not there. A lot of blood here, though. For the Indian citizen may not survive the next night, go check on him. First I'm gonna eat this fucking rat. Jesus, fuck. Fucking off of me! I hit triangle, yo! Fuck out of here. Beautiful. Fuck, he teleports. First one I've seen that can teleport. Bitch. I've come to help. I'll also take your money.
What happened?
I'm your hero.
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Decision. He will return to the district the following night. Yay! What's this? There's a cold. I don't have anything to cure his cold.
You had better return to what...
Safety isn't really an issue in...
What do I need for his cold? Bottom. Don't have it. Good luck, sir. It's not the bottle I need it. Might as well kill him. I mean, he's dead anyway, right? Can't I just eat him? And see if I can find any cold medicine around real quick to help save him. On the ladder. So that wasn't where I needed to go, but we did save him. I gotta try to get my way out of here.
This is no place for you, sir.
You're right, I'm sorry.
I'm talking to you, you stupid beast!
Get me out of here. Fuck. Ah! Gotta get out of here. No! I didn't mean to be there, man. I was just trying to go. We're definitely gonna come back to this area when we're upgraded. It's too strong for us right now. We'll become the strongest vampire in all the lands and fuck up everybody. There's no place for us. Not yet. But I saw something glimmering there. Nope. Damn, no wonder this place is all abandoned. Oh, I didn't want to go back out. Just wanted to see where this door went. Just goes right back outside. Thought there was only one door. Loading screens are so long in this game. Back inside I go. Okay. Let's check this place out. Supposed to be something right here. This room shows up. Don't see anything. Yeah, I gotta go upstairs, looks like. Yeah, around the fucking table. I think everything's upstairs.
It's locked, all right.
Scouts. Trying to get that timing down.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, that's where we came, right? I want to keep going up, explore the place a little bit, and then we'll go down to the basement. Everything's locked up here. Never mind, we're going straight to the basement then. Broke that chair by running into it. What the fuck was that? Fucking scowls all over. Where's that one going?
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not our food.
Stamina is a big issue for me right now. That's definitely something I gotta increase. Sodium. Pull whatever the fuck.
It's locked.
Directly absorb blood. Pneumonia by virus-induced Spanish influenza. Tippets. Flanagan.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened.
Reopened?
A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then, he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Not good, Tippets.
Tippett has made an egregious...
Oops. Time to click on this.
It's locked, all right.
Find a way in there. It's probably what we need. Find what we need. Oh! Boss one, huh? Ah! What the fuck was that? Fuck! Ah! Syringe thing really helped me get blood. Fuck! It's very annoying! God, oh god, oh god.
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
We were lucky to fucking survive that shit. That was a battle. The fact that he could like teleport and clone himself, like make little shadow clone, pain in the ass. Keep healing myself. Shit. Load up on his blood while I can. Oh god, I can't parry now. I'm not using my two-handed. Yep. That's fucking me up. Get me out of this fucking place. We're learning, guys. We're learning. I'm really hoping that we have a lot of blood points to spend. That's where I gotta go? I think so. Yeah, there's the storage room.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
I will. First, I need to find Tippett. Disease decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind doors to check his medical status.
I'm alright.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
It's recovering.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed?
I just did.
I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
And I gave him medicine.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Tippett! Where the fuck did you go? Tippett.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
Good, at least he admits it.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
So I needed to
Goodbye,
know.
Dr. Tippett.
At least you were honest about it.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Thank you. Why are you holding a skull like Shakespeare?
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted.
Okay.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I'm gonna go talk to this lady, and then I'm gonna hop off for a little bit. I gotta go run to my parents. I'm a busy bee. Ooh. Get the fuck around that thing.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You know I'm a vampire?
The lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions.
But our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion.
I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Beautiful. And the game is saving. I see the little Y in the upper right corner flashing. And now it is done. Bam! Alright, I'll be back later.